wife and watching the children grow up, and now they're working in the shop when they're home from school, and it was a big holiday. Dusra was coming up, so for them this was a very important time to be able to get a little bit of extra cash to be able to celebrate the holiday with their family. So then this year we have, you see this beautiful rug. This is one of my favorites. It's not easy to find green rugs. This is a very soft sage green. This year we have probably more rugs than we've ever had in this quality and this size. Last year we sold out within 2 days of all of our larger rugs. So this year I made a point of buying a few more so that people wouldn't feel disappointed. And this is our music section, which is really fun. It's quite international. This is our Rasta man from Haiti. He's carved by a Haiti artist there. And then we have from Bali, we have the rain sticks, which are very cool. And then we have the cobra flute from, this is actually from India. And we have these little drums from Bali as well. Really nice sound. And from Peru, where we have, Amurtel runs a number of projects. These are the shakers, and all the money from the things that we sell from Peru goes back to Peru. And that works with the women and children there. The children, we provide a hot meal for the children every day except for Sunday. And that's in a very poor section of Lima. And for these children, this is most likely their only meal of the day, so it's a very substantial meal. And then we have a cooperative for deaf and hearing impaired women. And those women will see a little bit later some of the clothing that they're making. And then in Africa, one of our Amurtel people went down to Africa to do infant massage training. And they brought back a bunch of instruments. This is just so, you know, people make the most amazing things from very simple products. It's quite interesting. And in Africa, we also have this cool thing. Look at this. Isn't that interesting? And, you know, people, I don't know the listeners here, but I love African music. And in Africa, we have, in Kenya, we've just started doing a project over the last year trying to provide for food stability for the Somali women refugees and their children. So we're creating spirulina farms. And half of the money, or half of the spirulina goes to the women to sell so they get some income. And half we turn into products that are tasty for the children, which increases their iron and protein, and it gives them a kind of baseline for food, because food is a huge thing there, or lack of. And I'd like to welcome you all to the children's section, which is bigger and larger this year than ever before. That might have something to do with the fact that I now have 2 grandchildren. So I find that when I go shopping in the markets, my eyes tend to go right to the children's section. So this year, everybody that has children is going to benefit from that. And we have, these are just the cutest things in the world, I think. These little skirts with the little jingle bells, and we got these in Jaipur. And these are the dolls, some of the dolls that are made by the women's collective that I was talking about in Lima, Peru, for the hearing impaired and the deaf women. And they make these dolls, which are just, they come with a little baby. They're really sweet. They're always popular. And then in Bangkok, I went to a special market I've never been to before that has just all sorts of really fun things. So we have the angel wings, and my granddaughter loves to play princess. Actually, she doesn't play princess. She believes she is a princess, which I agree with. So all of this kind of came from that inspiration. And I don't know if anybody read the article in the Valley Reporter, but I talked about working with the Tibetan women refugees in Nepal. I spent a little time visiting a Tibetan refugee camp. And Amurtel is starting a microcredit program with the women there. And these are what they're making. These are amazing. They hand spin the wool, which is from local wool, and then they crochet these really sweet animals. And when they told me this, I was expecting to see kind of, you know, the usual dogs or maybe a cat or two, but panda bears and zebras, there's rhinoceroses and elephants, just wonderful things. They are so cute. So hopefully these will sell, and we're looking if people have ideas for creating markets for these so that we can encourage these women in their new venture. Very excited about this. And down below, you may not be able to see, but we have lots of little toys, lots of things for children, and they're all, again, if you remember, the prices at the International Boutique are well